Okay, welcome back. Alright, for those of you who are new here, I'm Miss Chang, and today is lesson 5 of our Problem Sums mini course. Okay, this is the last lesson for term 1, right? So, if we have any other lessons in the future, okay, we'll let you know. Okay, so just a little introduction first, okay, before we get to the questions. Okay, so I'm from Maths Accelerator Center and we are located in Parkway. We are a Maths Specialist Center. Okay, so we specialize in mathematics. So we help students with borderline grades turn around the results within a short period of time. Okay, so here's a picture of our students. So what's the objective of these lessons? Right, is to help students improve their understanding and confidence in tackling problem sums. So usually a lot of you have trouble with your problem sums, be it identifying the keywords, okay, or maybe you're not even sure, okay, what kind of strategies you have to apply, right? So we can help you along with that, okay, step-by-step approach to doing the questions. So we'll demonstrate how problem sums can be solved systematically, okay, so you're able to follow and understand how they can actually be applied. So we'll cover the topics that are integral to the upcoming assessments, right? You have some important upcoming assessments and also to lay the foundation for PSLE if you are primary 6 this year, okay, or if you're primary 5 this year, it will be relevant to you next year. So what's the lesson outline for today? Okay, we will have 2 strategies. So we'll be doing strategy 1 and strategy 2. Right, so here are the ground rules. Okay, those of you who have already been here with me for many lessons, you should know this already. Okay, those of you who are new, right, audio will be muted. So if you want to communicate, right, you communicate through the chats. If you want to answer questions or ask questions, okay, everything you can type it into the chat. No spamming of the chat, be considerate and listen attentively. Okay, so along the way, write down the solutions and also have fun. Okay. So before we get into the questions, right, here are some upcoming programs that we have. So during the March holiday, we will be holding a boot camp, right, for primary 4 all the way up to Sec 2. So if you are interested, okay, do go and sign up because the seats are already being filled up. Right, so I can send you the link into the chat. So please take a look if you like to. Okay, so you can click on this link. So the bootcamp, okay, I'll give you more information at the end of the class on how to sign up, okay, and what is it about. Okay, they are both they are online and on-site lessons, so you can choose which one you want to sign up for. So the other program that we have upcoming will be a PSLE Math Mastery webinar, which is open to both parents and students. Okay, that will be this coming Sunday, 7th of March, 4:30 p.m. This will be held by our trainer, Mr. Siu. Okay, I'll also send you this link into the chat. Okay, so do go take a look and I'll give you more information about it at the end of the class. All right. Okay, so let's start on the questions. Okay, so today we'll be doing excess and shortage type of questions. Strategy 1 will be level 1, which is a not so difficult type of question, where level 2 will be slightly more challenging for you for excess and shortage type of questions. So how do we tackle such questions? Okay, for level 1, we first need to know how to identify the excess and shortage. So some keywords that you can know, right? Excess, usually they have left, remainder, leftover, all right, or extra. This can all mean that this is an excess. Whereas for shortage, okay, shortage, they can tell you, okay, this person is short of, let's say, maybe amount of money or number of items. Okay, maybe they need more or there isn't enough, right? Not enough. So these are the keywords that you need to take note of so that when we do our questions, you can identify, okay, which is the excess and which is the shortage. Right, so step 2 is to draw the model. After you draw the model, right, you need to be able to make the connection between the units and the value. So after you do that, then you can solve for the answer. So when you solve for the answer, okay, there can be two answers that they want from you. It can be the value of one item, right, or the total. So we'll look into that when we do the questions. So let's start on the first question here. Okay, excess and shortage, level 1. Okay, let's read the question. So Leila wanted to buy 4 files, but she found that she was short of $3. So can you tell me in the chat, is this excess or shortage? I think it's quite obvious, right? Okay, you can type in the chat. What do you think short of $3 is? Excess or shortage? You can refer back to your keywords in the first page. Okay, good. A lot of you telling me this is shortage. Because of the keyword short of, all right, not enough. If she were to buy 2 files, she would have $1 left. Is this $1 excess or shortage? Can you let me know in the chats? Is the $1 excess or shortage? Okay, good. Many of you are telling me excess. Okay, you can refer to the keywords in the first page. Because you have leftover, it's extra, all right? So it's excess. How much money did she have at first? Okay, so let's draw the model. So this will represent how much Leila has in total. So this is her total money. Okay, total money. Okay, so start drawing the model. If she wanted to buy 4 files, she's short of $3. 2 files have $1 left. So when we cut the model, we always start with the excess first. Okay, you always start with the excess first. So if you buy 2 files, so your total money, you use part of it to buy 2 files, you are left with $1. Okay, so whatever you bought and whatever is left, that will make up how much you actually have. So this is the total money. So after you've dealt with the excess, we will now deal with the shortage. Okay, the shortage. If she wants to buy 4 files, she is short of $3, which means she does not have enough. So in that case, let's be nice and give to Leila the $3 that she's short of. Okay, so we give her the $3. So we extend out her money. Right? The blue model is what she actually has. The $3 is what we give to her because she doesn't have enough. So only when you give her the $3, okay, she can now buy 4 files. Alright, because it has to have that $3 within the 4 files. Then she can buy the 4 files. So looking at your model, this is 2 files. Alright, how about the yellow portion here? How many files is this? Okay, you can type in the chat. Right, the yellow part here, how many files do you have? Okay. Yes, correct. Okay, so a lot of you tell me 2 files. Okay, those of you who are not sure, okay, why is it 2 files? 4 files minus 2 files can get you 2 files. And how much is this 2 files equivalent to? Okay, what is it equals to? Look carefully in your model. Where does the 2 files start at and where does it end at? Okay, Madhu, Zinia, yes. Reem, correct. Jivia. Okay, good. A lot of you telling me $4 because 1 plus the 3 here, that will be $4. Okay, so usually if you have 2 files here, you want to go and find 1 file. Okay, but is that necessary here? Let's read the question. How much money did she have at first? So can you look at the model here on the screen and tell me which part of the model must we look at for how much she had at first? Is it the blue part of the model or blue plus green? So you can put B for blue, B and G for blue and green. Okay. Okay, take note now. How much money she had at first? How much she actually had? Okay, so some varying answers. Some of you say blue and green. Some of you say blue. So let me ask you a question. Did she have this $3 at first? Yes or no? The $3. Did she have it at first? No, don't have. Remember, we gave it to her, okay, because she didn't have that $3, so we gave it to her. So at first, she shouldn't have this $3. What she had at first is only the blue part of the model. So total at first is only 2 files plus $1. So that will be $4 plus $1. Total $5. Okay, you only look at the blue part of the model. Okay, so those of you who tell me $5, okay, good job, you got the answer. Okay. Okay, let's carry on. So I'll leave the working here if you're still copying. Okay, let's go to question 2. So immediately, right, let's go and annotate where is the excess, where is the shortage. Okay, so Brandon wanted to buy 5 shirts, but found that he was short of $10.50. Short of. Okay, so definitely this would be shortage. Yes. Okay. Shortage, go and label it. If he were to buy 3 shirts, he would have $32.50 left over. Excess or shortage? Yes. Excess, leftover. Okay, so why do you label this? Because it will be easier for us to draw the model later on. Okay, so do annotate your question. Highlight and underline or circle. Okay, how much money did Brandon have? Okay, so we always start off with total. Okay, total money in this case is how much Brandon had at first. Total money. Alright, and then which one do we cut first? Excess or shortage? To be cutting into the model here. Do we cut excess or shortage first? You can type in the chat. Okay, if you're listening carefully just now, you should know which one we cut first. Okay, correct. Jia En, Wee Im. Okay, we cut excess first. Okay, so you understand why? Because if he were to buy 3 shirts, okay, let's put here 3S. So the total amount of money is what he has. Part of it, he uses it to buy 3 shirts. So what is left? The $32.50 is left over. So all of this makes up how much he actually has. Okay, how much he actually has. Now we deal with the shortage. He was short of $10.50. So he doesn't have this $10.50. Okay, so oops, this is 32. He doesn't have that $10.50. So we must be nice and give to Brandon this $10.50. So we extend out his model with the $10.50. So after you give Brandon this $10.50, he can now buy 5 shirts. Okay, he wanted to buy 5, but not enough. So we give him, and now he can buy 5. Okay, so now look at your model, make sense of it. This is 3 shirts. So the remaining portion here, how many shirts is it? The yellow part. How many shirts? Okay, you can type in the chat. How many shirts is the yellow portion? Okay, good. If you put 2 shirts, that is correct. Okay, 2 shirts. Because 5 minus 3, this will be 2. Okay, 5S minus 3S, that will be 2. So these 2 shirts, the cost of it will be the $32.50 plus the $10.50. Okay, add it up. Okay, plus $10.50. So can you use your calculator? How much will you get? 2 shirts. Okay, thank you. $43. So let's find 1 shirt. Divide by 2. Okay, we have 2 shirts, so we find 1. How much would that be? Okay, thank you. $21.50. So that's 1 shirt. Okay, so now we can get to answering the question. How much money did Brandon have? So once again, in the model, do you look at the blue part, okay, B for blue, or B and G, blue and green? Okay, so you can type in the chat. Okay, which part are you trying to find? Are you trying to find the blue, or are you trying to find the blue and green? Okay, very good. Blue. Because the green $10.50, we gave it to Brandon. Alright? He didn't have that at first. So to find the total here, we need to have 3 shirts and add in the $32.50. So total money 3S plus $32.50. So since we know 1 shirt, okay, we can find 3 of it. 21.50 times 3 plus $32.50. Okay, so can you all add it up? How much will you get? Okay, $97. Yes. Yeah, you can put SH for shirts. Okay, so it won't look like a 5. You can do that. Okay, good. Those of you who get $97, that is correct. Okay, so some questions I saw. Okay, you're not sure why 2 shirts, you must add it together. So you look carefully where the 2 shirts start and end. It starts here and it ends here. So you have to add these 2 values up. Okay, if you look at your model, if you don't add it up, you're not finding the 2 shirts here. Okay, so I saw another question, right? These 5 shirts, can you make use of it to find your answer? You can. So instead of finding just the blue part itself, you can find 5 shirts first and then subtract away the $10.50. Okay, so either way, you can also find the answer. Yeah, Karine, I just explained that you can do that. You find 5 shirts, then you minus this. Also okay. You also get $97. Okay, up to you, whichever way you prefer. Okay, let's go on. Question 3. Okay, so if you're still copying, finish up. Let's go to question 3. Okay, so if you're confident, of course, you can carry on and try this question already. Okay, otherwise, you can still look at the screen and follow along. So Flora wanted to buy 7 chicken pies, but found that she was short of $10. Label, shortage. If she were to buy 4 chicken pies, she will have $2.60 left. Excess. How much money did Flora have? Okay, so by now, right, you should be able to start the model already. Start off with total money. Okay, how much she had at first? Okay, so start drawing your model. Do you start with excess or shortage? Okay, those of you who didn't manage to answer me just now, how do you cut the total money? Do you cut it using excess or shortage? Which one do you start with first? Okay, yep. Okay, great. Excess. Okay, yep, Jin Hao, 4 chicken pies, yes. Okay, that's the excess. So the excess tells you if she buys 4, okay, so you can label it for CP, she will have $2.60 left. So after you do with the excess, do with the shortage. She's short of $10. This is how much she has. You need to give her $10 more. Only if you give her the $10 more, now she can buy 7 chicken pies. Okay, with the extra money here, $10. Okay, so once again, once you've come to this point, you have to make the connection yourself. If this is for chicken pies, this part would be how many chicken pies? Okay, the yellow part, how many chicken pies here? Okay, I see your answers. Okay, great. Majority of you put 3. Okay, if you're still not sure why, it is 7 minus 4. Okay, 7 chicken pies minus 4, 3. So 3 chicken pies, you have to make another connection. How much do these 3 chicken pies cost? Okay, so looking at your model, 3 chicken pies, how much is it? Is it $2.60? Is it $10? Or is it something else? Okay, look at where your 3 chicken pies start at. Okay, where does it end at? Okay, yes, Samiha, correct. $2.60 plus $10. Okay, so that will get us $12.60. Yes. Okay, look at it again. 3 chicken pies start at $2.60 here. Doesn't end at $2.60. It ends at $10. So everything here you must add up to get you the 3 chicken pies. So now let's find 1. Divide by 3. Okay, can you calculate? How much is 1 chicken pie? 12.60 divided by 3. Okay, you can use your calculator. Okay, fantastic. $4.20. Okay, so now that we have 1 chicken pie, let's find out how much she had. Okay, so you should be familiar already. If you want how much she had, you must find out where in the model, okay, that represents how much she actually had. So this $10, you must think to yourself, did she have that $10 at first? Okay, so is it the blue or blue and green? Alright, so by now you should know B or B and G. Yes, just the blue, correct. Okay, very good. So only the blue part. So to find the blue part, it will be 4 chicken pies plus $2.60. So total 4 plus the $4.20. Oh, sorry, $2.60. Okay, just the blue part here. So since 1 chicken pie is $4.20, we multiply by 4, and then we add the $2.60. Okay, so can you calculate it out? What's your final answer? Okay, $19.40. 40 cents, yes. Okay, right, so yes, correct. Those of you who put $19.40 before I even put it down, okay, good job, you got the answer. Okay, let's try the next one, question 4. Okay, so let's read the question. Stella wanted to buy 30 markers, but she's short of $14. Label, okay, short of, shortage. She bought 22 markers instead and had $18 left over, excess. How much money did Stella have? Okay, so draw your model, start with total again. Okay, so if you're confident, of course, you can go ahead. You can do it before I get to the final answer. Total money. She used this money, okay, to buy a certain amount and had a certain amount of money left. So start with excess. So she bought 22 markers. So we can label it 22M. Right, so whatever is left is $18. That's the excess. Okay, so once you have this excess cut out, now you can deal with the shortage. She's short of $14. So let's give her the $14. Okay, step by step. Once you have given her the $14, she can now buy the 30 markers. Okay, so with the $14 here and the amount of money she had at first, okay, she can now buy 30M. So if this is 22 markers, how many markers is this portion? And what is it equivalent to? Okay, so you should be an expert by now. So I'm going to launch a poll. You can go ahead and try to solve it. Okay, how much did Stella have at first? So once you have the answer, okay, you can select it in the poll. Okay, if you forget, you can go back to question 1 to 3. Okay, just to help refresh your mind a bit. Okay, so I see your answers coming in. Okay, so once you have the model, you must know where to look at. Right, this is 22 markers. Go and find out how many markers is this portion here. How much is it equivalent to? Okay, we'll see. Okay, we'll go through it after the poll is has ended. Okay, then we can check whether you're right or wrong. Okay, so for those of you who are still selecting your answers, okay, quickly select it, then we'll move on to showing the solution. Okay, a few more seconds. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a look at your answers. Right, so majority of you chose $106. Okay, and a few of you chose 32 and 88. So let's check. So we left off at this part here. 30 minus 22 is 8. Okay, so 8 markers would cost $18 plus $14. Okay, 18 plus 14. So that will be $32. So now we can find one marker. 32 divided by 8. Okay, so check your work, right? This will be $4. So how much money did Stella have? Okay, so from question 1 to 3, okay, we've already been telling each other that the blue should be the part of the model that we have to find, okay, which is the amount that Stella had at first, how much she actually had. The $14 is not included. So the blue part is 22 markers plus $18. So to find how much she had, it will be one marker, $4 times 22 plus 18. Okay, so for those of you who chose 88 as your answer, you forgot to add in the $18. Alright? Yeah, so if you selected it wrongly, okay, it's okay. You just do your corrections, learn from it, okay, and don't make the same mistake again. Okay, so once you add it up, your answer will be $106. Yeah, okay, it's okay, right? Those of you who chose it wrongly, okay, I see your answer in the chat. Okay, it's okay, don't worry. All right, do your corrections, then learn from it. And those of you who got it correct, okay, good job. Okay, let's move on to Excel shortage level 2. Okay, so I'm going to clear the screen. Let's go to the next page. All right. So Miss Cherry gave some jellies to a group of children. When she gave them 4 jellies each, there are 10 jellies left. Same thing, you can also identify excess or shortage here. Okay, so the left would mean excess. Okay, look at your keywords in the page 1. When she gave them 10 sweets, 10 jellies each. Okay, sorry, this is jellies. She is short of 26 jellies. How many children are there? Okay, so to do this question, first identify excess and shortage. So this would be the shortage. Okay, label it. And now we're going to let the number of children be 1 unit. Okay, let the number of children be 1 unit. Okay, so there are 2 unknowns here. Okay, we don't know the number of jellies that she has, and we don't know the number of children. So if you recall in primary 4, you've already done this type of questions before where you do listing. Okay, so if you remember, can you type Y for yes and N for no? Okay, if you recall this type of question. So that means 4 and 10, you have to find the multiples of 4 and 10. And because it's left, you would add the 10. If it's short of, you would minus the 26. Alright, and then after you find the multiples, add 10 and minus 26. Okay, what will you do next? You find out, okay, in this column here, whether you have the same number. Okay, I see a lot of Y, right? Because you, Y for yes, right? So you've done this before? Yeah, okay. A lot of you have done this before. So that is the listing method, which is a lot more tedious, can be a bit longer. So I'm going to teach you how to do the model. All right. So if you do prefer this method, you can carry on doing that. Okay. But if you want to learn how to do the model as well, okay, you can look up on the screen. I'll show you how to draw the model. Okay. So we start off with total. Okay. Once more. So total items, okay, or total amount of money. So the previous questions, we've done total amount of money, what you can use. So what we can use here is the jellies. We can give it out. So this will be total jellies. Once again, we do the same thing. We cut excess first. So if she gave 10 jellies each, there will be 10 jellies left. So the only difference in this question compared to the previous strategy is that you must know when you give 4 jellies each, what's the total number of jellies you give out? 4 times the number of children, which in this case, we let be 1 unit. So 4 times 1 unit will be 4 units. This is how many jellies she gives. So that will be 4 units. But she will have 10 left. So that's for excess. Then we deal with shortage. She's short of 26 if she wants to give them 10 each. So let's extend it out, just like what we've been doing in the previous questions. Give her the 26. So if you give her the 26, she can now give them 10 each, which means the total number of jellies will be 10 times the number of children. So it will be 10 times 1 unit. So this will be 10 units. So from here, just like question 1 to 4 earlier on, if this is 4 units, okay, how many units will be the yellow portion here? Okay, you can type in the chat. How many units do you have here? Okay, Hakim, correct. Okay, Hongshen, Yazini? Yes. Okay, great. All of you put 6 units. 10 minus 4, 6 units. And this 6 units is equivalent to 10 plus 26. So that's 36. So now we can find 1 unit. 36 divided by 6, 6. Right, then we go back to the question. How many children are there? This is already your answer. 6 children. Okay, why? Because we let the number of children be 1 unit. So if you found 1 unit, that will be your answer immediately. Okay? So there will be 6 children. Okay. Let's carry on. Next question. Okay, don't worry if you're still confused, we can do the next one. Okay, then slowly you will start to understand it. Okay. Question 2. Madam Melina bought some stickers for her pupils. If she gives each pupil 3 stickers, she'll have 18 stickers left. Left, excess. Okay, you have some left over. If she gives each pupil 5 stickers, she'll be short of 36 stickers. Short of, so it's shortage. Okay, label your question. How many pupils are there in her class? So once again, okay, we let the number of pupils be 1 unit. Okay, so write it down. Let the number of pupils be 1 unit. Then we can start drawing the model. Okay, this is the total number of stickers. Okay, what you can use to give out. Okay, just now we use money, now we use the stickers to give it out. So as usual, we'll cut the excess first, which means she's gonna give each pupil 3 stickers. Okay, so the total stickers, she's gonna take out part of it, okay, part of it, and give 3 to each. So what is this part of it? Right, it will be 3 stickers times the number of pupils. Okay, but we don't know the number of pupils, so we let it be 1 unit. So that will be 3 times 1 unit, 3 units. So her total sticker, she's gonna take out 3 units of it, okay, out of it, and she'll be left with 18. Okay, now deal with the shortage. The blue portion is what she has. She is short of 36. So we extend and give her 36 more. Only then, okay, only then she can give 5 to each, which means 5 stickers times the number of pupils. But we don't know the number of pupils. We let it be 1 unit. So that means she'll be giving out 5 times 1 unit. She's giving out 5 units. Okay, only if you have 36 given to her. So if this is 3 units, this part here, okay, you should be familiar. 5 minus 3, yes, 2 units, good. And 2 units is equals to 18 plus 36. Okay, can you add it up? Or do you have 54? Okay. So let's find 1 unit. Okay, great. Yasini, you understand now. Yes. Divide by 2. 27. Yes. So that's your answer, because we let the number of pupils be 1 unit. So that means the number of pupils will be 27. Okay. So if you are confident, right, you can continue on with the other questions by yourself first. Okay, so I'll leave this here if I'm still copying. Let's go to question 3. Mrs. Cole bought some chocolates for a group of children. When she gave them 4 chocolates each, there are 10 chocolates left. Label it excess. Okay, that's leftover. When she gave them 10 chocolates each, she's short of 20 chocolates. Okay, you should be autopilot ready. Go and label excess, shortage. Okay, label in your question. Okay, so remember we have 2 unknowns here. We don't know the number of children and we don't know how many chocolates she actually had. So we're going to let the number of children, okay, number of children be 1 unit again. Okay, same thing, 1 unit. Then we can start on our model. Okay, so this is the total. In this case, it's chocolates. Okay, what you can give out. Okay, or what you can use. So total chocolates. Okay, remember what should you cut first? Excess or shortage? Okay, by now you should know already. Okay, you can type in the chat excess or shortage. What do you cut first? Okay, good. Ethan, Xian. Okay, Raman, NE, yes. Okay, great. Excess. Alright, because your total chocolates, okay, we're going to take out part of it to give to the children. So she gave them 4 each. So that will be 4 times the number of children. Okay, but once again, we don't know the number of children and we let it be 1 unit. So that will be 4 times 1 unit, 4 units. So part of it, okay, the value of it is 4 units. And there will be 10 left. Okay, so after you've dealt with the excess, we deal with the shortage. So short of 20. Okay, not enough. So we give her the 20, then she can give them 10 chocolates each, which is 10 times the number of children. So 10 times 1 unit, 10 units. So now with the 20 given to her, she can give 10 units. Alright, so if this is 4 units, this would be how many units? The yellow part. Okay, great. 6 units. Okay, you're getting the hang of it already. Yeah, 6 units. And 6 units is equals to 10 plus 20. Okay, make use of your model. Okay, after you draw it, this is 30. So 6 units is 30. Let's find 1 unit. Okay, I see your answers. 30 divided by 6, 5. So how many children? Since we let the number of children be 1 unit, there will be 5 children. Okay, good. Yes, 5. That's correct. But there's a part B here. How many chocolates did she buy? Okay, so this question is quite common. They can usually ask you either the number of people Okay, or they'll ask you how many items the person bought. It's either one of these two questions they'll ask you, or they'll ask you both. Okay, so the number of chocolates she bought. Once again, look at your model. Blue or blue and green. Which part is the number of chocolates she actually bought? Is it blue or blue and green? Okay, you can type in the chat. Okay, blue or blue and green. Okay, Lian, yes. Jiaen. Okay, Ethan, correct. Charlina, you think again? Are you sure? Okay, good. Blue, you don't add the green. The green is the short of, and we gave it to her. She didn't have that. All right, at the start. This 20 is the shortage that we gave to her. She didn't have that, so it's only the blue. So we're looking for 4 units plus 10. Okay, don't forget to add in the 10. So that will be 4 units plus 10, which is 4 times 5, because our 1 unit is 5. Then you add in the 10. What will be your final answer? Okay, thank you, Glenda. Yes, 30. Okay, 20 plus 10. Okay, question 4. So if you, after 3 questions and you're very confident, okay, you can start on this already. Okay, question 4. Ending already. Okay, last question. Okay, you got screenshot. Okay. Then now I go on to question 4. Okay, Mr. Lim bought some cupcakes for his pupils. If he gives each pupil 3 cupcakes, you have 18 cupcakes left. If he gives 5, he will be short of 30 cupcakes. Okay, so label. This will be excess. This will be shortage. Okay, try to label before I write it down. Okay, test yourself. Primary 4, you started on this already. Okay, so you can go up to primary 6 also. How many pupils are there in his class? Okay, same type of question. We let the number of pupils be 1 unit. Okay, then we can have the total cupcakes. Because this is what is being given out and what can be used. Okay, the cupcakes. So start with excess. If he gives each pupil 3 cupcakes, so his total cupcakes, part of it is going to give to the pupils, 3 each. So 3 times the number of pupils will be 3 units. And then you have 18 left. Okay, so now you deal with the shortage. If he gives each pupil 5 cupcakes, he will be short of 30. Not enough. Okay, not enough by 30. So let's be nice and give it to him. Okay, Mr. Lim, you can have the 30 cupcakes here. So after you give him the 30, he can now give 5 to each pupil. Okay, 5. Okay, but it doesn't mean it's 5 here. It means it's 5 times the number of pupils that he has, which will be 5 units. Okay, so if this is 3 units, this portion here, 5 minus 3, yes, correct, 2 units. So 2 units is 18 plus 30, 48. Okay, then from here you should know what to do already. Find 1 unit. 48 divided by 2, what do you get? 24. Okay, thank you. So since we let the number of pupils be 1 unit, okay, 24 will be our answer for part A. Okay, 24 pupils. B, how many cupcakes did he buy? Right, so the question I always ask you is blue or blue and green. So if you look at your model, you're always looking at the total here. Okay, what he had at first. Okay, blue correct, yes. Do not include the 30 that you gave to him. Right, he didn't have that. So total will be 3 units plus 18. So 3 times the number of units, which is 24, okay, for 1 unit, plus 18. Alright, so now you can calculate it out. What's your final answer? Okay, very good. You're very fast with the calculation. 90. Okay, so that is how you do this question, okay? So with the model, you can find all the questions that they want, right? How many pupils and how many cupcakes. It's all in the model. Okay. 3 times 24 plus 18 is 90. Okay, go put in your calculator. Okay, so this is the last question already. Right, so let's do a recap. Okay, today we did access shortage level 1 and access shortage level 2. So which do you think was the most difficult? Do you find level 1 or level 2 more difficult? Okay, you can type in the chat. 1 or 2. Okay, same. You use the model, then easy already. Okay, great. Both not hard, Estelle. Okay, good. That means you have mastered it. Alright. So do go and review it again. If not later, go into one of the year, then come out the other one. Then you forget. Alright, so okay, I do know that you have upcoming assessments. Okay, some of you might have finished it already, and some of you have some upcoming ones. Okay, so if you're worried that you might not be able to bridge your learning gaps, okay, do go and sign up for our upcoming boot camp during the March holidays. Okay, spend some time to catch up on any misconceptions that you have, okay, and also learn more strategies to apply to your questions. Okay, so let me send you the link again. Okay, as well as the upcoming webinar for both parents and students. Okay, you can all join in. Right, so how do you sign up? Okay, you just have to click on the link, okay, and then click on the level that you want. Okay, so if you have brothers and sisters, you can also sign up. Right, and then once you click into it, okay, we have the timings and the topics that will be gone through. Okay, so you just need to fill in your particulars in the form below here to sign up. Okay, so the seats are already being filled up. So if you want to quickly grab a seat, okay, do go and sign up and we'll get back to you. Okay, so you just type into the form here. Okay, same for the workshop. Okay, you just need to type your particulars into the form below, right? After you click into the website here. Okay, just fill it in. then we'll get back to you. Okay, so how can we continue to help you? Okay, you let us know. So we will have more lessons, okay, in April if it is popular. Okay, so are you going to continue with the lessons? Okay, if we have more lessons in April, would you like to join? Okay, you can type Y for yes and N for no. I hope it's a Y for yes. Okay, so we can continue having more lessons in April, okay, if it's backed by popular demand. So we'll be going through different topics. So what we've gone through in term 1 was whole numbers. Okay, so we'll be going through more different types of heuristics. Okay, great. So I see a lot of yes. Okay, so we'll also send you a feedback form. So do fill in the feedback form. Let us know how we can continue to help you. All right, and yeah, so you can get back to us on that. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. So if any questions, you can contact us via email or WhatsApp. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of this if you don't have this yet. All right, and we'll get back to you once you email us or WhatsApp us. Okay, bye-bye. Good night.